Hello everyone. Today we are going to discuss about the F1, the latest update on what's happening on the F1, the visas and the hold that has been currently going on. We'll go in detail about the questions and the discussion points and what you need to know about this. So the recent announcement from the USCIS stating that the visas has been paused means that there's no appointments that's available. The reason given is the national security, as we all know about it. The reason being, like the social media handles and the extreme venting, which means the extreme of it, we all know. As of now, there is not much detail except that announcement that has been done by the USCIS. Related to that, what are the consequences and what is expected, we'll talk about it. I won't say delay in processing, but when you look at the timeline, this is the time that most of the students are looking forward for their fall admission, and then they are the ones who are preparing themselves to start that, and that definitely it's affecting the students as such. Yes, that's correct. For the visa appointments who had earlier and then who had fixed it, they are able to get it. Even a recent update today, we got to know from the Chennai consulate, they are able to get their F1 stamping done as they have earlier booked their appointments, the fees has been paid. So for them, it's all fine. So the new appointments are not available and it has been passed. No, there is not a way that they could do that, but we should get an update. But the immigrant F1 community is anxious about, we need to wait for an update. So they are able to get their visa as we discussed earlier. Only for the new application that are yet to be submitted, they have to wait for the pause to be released. Yeah, if they have a visa stamping, they can definitely travel. That's not a problem. They can enter and then start their courses and everything. Unfortunately, it seems to be true. Usually, even in the earlier administrative process, we saw that H1Bs, the short-term approvals, and then the student community. So there is a concern with the student community if you look into it, the 24 months, the STEM OPT extensions or the OPT. And there is definitely a question, that is the fear that is there in the STEM OPT. The government is going to revoke their STEM OPT and then their eligibility for their extension for the 24 months. That's a question that is among the student community. In order to revoke that, the complete STEM OPT as such, there is a fear that is going on around the community. See, there is a misuse of the system itself. That's what the current administration have a thought about it, saying that, there is a lot more of misuse of the program. Still at one point or other, we are acknowledging they are very valuable because they are doing their masters over here. At the same time, this is all a hurdle that on a day-to-day basis they are facing. We know about it even a month before. What happened to them, the visa revocations, there was panic, there was fear that was all going on. And related to that, now hearing about the visa pass, it's definitely concerning and it's affecting them. I don't think so. Just this is a temporary pause. Once they get the approval of the visa, definitely it's going to be. The only thing I always repeatedly say to the student community is be very, very intentional, careful about your stay period and then what you need to do, what you cannot be doing. Just a quick example. I heard from one of our clients who the students, they had a very common argument between them and they ended up calling the 911. So the consequences are very high for both of them. So now they have a court hearing. So anything you do, please be mindful of it. You are in a student status, and then more than that, you should not be inviting your own trouble to that. But this is not going to affect the future of their visa, the current status and everything. This is a very temporary pass and it doesn't have to be affecting their green card as well. I don't think so, because the student visas, urgencies, even they have a good, we know what's happening, what happened with the Harvard. That was in the media, the international students, and the court has been stepping into this to suspend that temporary ban. So all these in place, I don't think there is a process to give an urgency for you to get your visa stamping done. Thank you for watching, and any other topics that you want to be discussed, please leave it on the comments. We'll take every effort to talk about it, discuss about it. Thank you.